so reckless, tragedy endless. Welcome to the family. Hey, there's something missing.
Bidu, the beginning here in Malta. Malta Wrestling. It's been an unbelievable matchup tonight.
Insane night of action. And here we go. This is the fallout from the opening tonight.
Con Francesco Messina, La Famiglia.
La Famiglia back.
Absolutely, La Famiglia making their way into the ring here. And we'll see what happens.
Connor holding court. Let's see. You know, Malta came out before with Kieran talking a lot of smack. Here we go.
Absolutely. And there's the familiar music of Malta the Damager.
For whom the bell tolls, and once those bells are ringing and Metallica song starts going, a lot of brave men in that ring have folded just the sound of that, knowing what's coming out of that curtain.
Absolutely, Malta the Damager.
Full Maltese gear tonight.
Absolutely. Malta making his way into the ring.
Cape, mask, iron cross hanging from the neck.
Malta, the Damager.
Malta absolutely loved here in Malta, obviously, for obvious reasons. Not the least of them that he's an absolutely unbelievable wrestler with master's ability as he partners up with one of my countrymen, Mr. Kieran Young there from England, good old England. I believe he's from Coventry, England. And it's a fine part of the United Kingdom there.
You know, your countryman is, you know, he's got his back covered with this Maltese warrior, Malta the Damager, in his home country. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be easy to get him on his back.
Absolutely, and these gentlemen, La Famiglia, as it were, from 60 miles away from the island of Sicily, but they've been absolutely disrespectful here in the Isle of Malta. Absolutely disrespectful to the Maltese people, as well as to Malta the Damager. And this will be what's happening in Malta.
Malta wearing that Gotham World Championship.
Absolutely.
Holding it high.
Absolutely. And Mr. Steranko, we witnessed Malta taking that title there from, of course, Just Incredible. Absolutely.
Right.
ECW fame, and Malta the Damager, WPW Empire State Heavyweight Champion.
ECW fame. That man held the ECW World Championship for a year, and Malta grinded that man like he was chopped liver.
Absolutely. And Malta with the fall-away slam, perfectly executed, of course, on Mr. Just Incredible. And that's the night Malta became that champion there.
Now, I give credit to La Famiglia coming out here. Oh, look at that, mocking the championship.
Now he has his hand on the title there. And Malta's had titles before. And to Malta, as he's told me many times, it's not about the title, it's about the wrestler. And Malta cannot wait until these two gentlemen come into the ring here.
I give a lot of credit to La Famiglia coming out here and representing themselves in this, you know, sort of far-off land.
60 miles, Mr. Steranko. It's quite hardly a far-off land here.
Hey, it's not around the corner, and it's not their home turf. Okay? It took a boat to get here.
Absolutely. It's a distinct country, of course. The distinction of Malta being a protectorate of Great Britain, of course. Formerly, as I've stated many times, British Malta.
Gotta be one of the smartest things Malta ever did, huh?
Well, the bloody Sicilians threw out the English after the Napoleonic Wars there. Napoleonic Wars, as it were.
Yeah, I think that La Famiglia is showing a lot of guts and a lot of pride coming out here and going toe-to-toe with the Maltese warrior, Malta the Damager.
Of course, and of course in Malta, I mean, anytime you're facing up against Malta the Damager, it's a harrowing experience if you face this man in the ring.
And right there, very smart Francesco playing some mind games with Malta the Damager.
And Mr. Francesco lurking about outside the ring now.
Look, Malta's a very big man. So, if you can't beat him physically, you gotta try to get inside his head.
Absolutely, and Malta quickly
Connor Matthews jumped in there.
entwined here in the corner. And a familiar move that Malta loves to do, the big knee to the midsection.
Yeah, those high knees.
Unbelievable. He got you in the corner. What you going to do against 300 and Lord knows how many pounds, 7 feet tall, bloody blasting you in the midsection.
Now, look, why is Malta wrapping the man's shirt across his head? It's obstructing his vision. He can't fight fair.
Well, it's like one of your American hockey games there, although it's not completely only American. But only in America do they go at it like that, having goes at each other in hockey to the extent even the Russians don't even have goes at each other like the New York Rangers and the Pittsburgh Penguins, as it were. It's quite violent there in America.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd say there was a great impressive roll up there from the corner from Malta. He actually flipped Connor over, got on top of him, and just started grounding and pounding him there.
Absolutely. And Malta,
He's working on that arm.
bloody thrashing him. All the leverage in Malta's favour here. And he'll toy with him here.
You know, he's really, you know, as you see, he's kicking him on the same side of the ribs that he's twisting the arm at. He's working on the entire side of that body.
Absolutely there.
Very, very, very intelligent wrestling from a huge monster like that. It's not really, not a good combination to go up against.
And Malta now.
Yeah, like sort of twisting his arm into right between his legs into that flip.
Absolutely, trying to submit him in the corner, but Mr. Francesco
Your rolling arm bar to say.
coming into the ring there. Of course, it's almost a given. You'll have to cheat against a man the size of Malta. And Malta with a massive kick to the face there.
And so, if you see, the kick lands on the same side of the body. He's attacking one side of the body. It's very intelligent wrestling.
Absolutely, and Malta with the big bar kick there.
Here we go, your countryman.
And Mr. Kieran,
See what Mr. Young can do.
what's he going to do here? In the center rope there.
Double axe handle.
Double axe handle there, perfectly executed. And there's the quick tag. It's
Double axe handle never goes wrong. Gets him in the place that he wants him to be in for a suplex.
absolutely, and not perfectly executed, but effective enough as Mr. Francesco, of course,
That's good tag team wrestling.
cheating there.
You call it cheating, I call it very crafty partner work.
Well, if the referee doesn't see it, I have to agree, Mr. Steranko.
Hey, the
It is what it is.
referee saw it, and he has 5 seconds to exit.
Absolutely, and a big kick to the back there as Mr. Francesco working on Kieran Young there.
Yeah, that kick was illegal, but it's cool.
Conor
Sometimes you gotta
Matthews
do what you gotta do.
working on this gentleman in the corner here. As Malta looks on as his partner getting a bloody thrashing now
That's right.
by both of La
double
Famiglia.
That was a great maneuver. Shades of demolition there.
Diving boot to the face of this mid rope there. Malta trying to get in. Mr. J. Aguilino, a wonderful referee, turning his back. And of course, Mr. Francesco taking advantage with that illegal quick choke there.
La Famiglia having a variation on the on whatever demolition finishing maneuver.
Absolutely. And,
Very creative.
and Mr. Kieran Young showing a technical ability here with 2 quick roll-ups there. But not enough. As we see Mr. Francesco, you really got to get him there. You got him in like a crossbow type of rollover pin there, but to no avail. And Mr. Francesco quite slimy, as it were, to use a lack of a better term.
Here's a better term: crafty, intelligent.
Well, intelligent Mr. Young, my countryman, just bloody thrashed his head down with a double kick to the face.
Yeah, Mr. Young, he does definitely have the ability to get around that ring rather quickly, and he's getting ahead of Francesco.
Absolutely, but you got to get Malta more involved here, as these Sicilians do not play fair. And he missed the lariat there. Another one he missed the clothesline there.
Hey, you know, who knew Wales can move like this?
Absolutely, well,
Yeah, it was a great move from Rana. And going for, oh, he went for another, but he got caught into in sort of a power bomb.
Absolutely.
Return there.
uh,
That could have been the end.
powerbomb variation there, and popped him up. And a massive kick to the kidney there.
Yeah, Mr. Young got a little too excited. Lots of showboating there.
Absolutely, Mr. Kieran Young absolutely feeling that. And the Sicilians having their way with Mr. Young there, as Mr. Matthews, with the name about as Sicilian as Wesley Bolls, punching him in the face. I'm not sure what that name is about there.
Are you questioning this man's identity? Is that what you're doing? Are you trying to do that to a Sicilian?
Well, I'm not sure exactly what's going on there, but seems strange to me there. But nonetheless, quite effective, as he's given a bloody thrashing to my countryman here. And he's on his backside. And I got to say, for the most part, the La Famiglia has seemed to be in control of this match, just by a small margin.
Yeah, you got to give them a lot of credit. I mean, they're giving away a lot of weight to just Malta alone. And they're holding their own. Not only holding their own, they're dominating at this point. And I'm going to go have a word with La Famiglia after this match and tell them all about how you're talking about, you know, their identities and see how they react to that, huh?
Well, Mr. Steranko, I wish you wouldn't do something like that.
Give me $50 and I won't.
Well, perhaps Mr. Walter will take care of the problem before. But we'll see. As it's up in the air, Malta the Damager needs to get involved. Mr. Kieran Young showing a lot of heart here against the two crafty Sicilians, to use that term from Mr. Steranko. But Malta
chomping at the bit.
Absolutely. Malta looking like a wolf in a cage. And they've just dropped a big steak on the floor outside him there. And there's a tag. The tag's been made, ladies and gentlemen. And Malta taking his time. And Mr. Agolino did not see the tag. Mr. Agolino did not see the tag there. That's rubbish.
That's probably going to be a big difference maker in this match.
That's absolute rubbish there. As the legal man in the ring.
It's not rubbish, Wesley. He didn't see the tag.
You know, unfortunately, you're right. And in the eyes of the referee, and as the way the match will go, the legal man in the ring, the de facto legal man in the ring here, of course, Mr. Kieran Young, who's taking a bloody thrashing at the hands of La Famiglia, as he has his head in the turnbuckle here, writhing in pain on his stomach there. And Mr. Connor Matthews working him in the corner.
Hey, you do what you gotta do. Look, the referee saw it. He did his job.
Mr. Agolino has done a good job here tonight. You can't see everything and be everywhere at all times, but regardless of the fact, Mr. Malta must get involved in this match, Mr. Steranko, if they're to have any chance to win.
Who should be able to see everywhere, which is what a great professional wrestler does, is Mr. Young. He needs to get himself out of this corner and out of the corner of La Famiglia. He should have done that 10 minutes ago.
Absolutely, and Malta, being a pretty sportsman-like guy that he is, not breaking the rules, watching his partner getting a thorough beating in the corner there.
What is this sportsmanship going to get him? It's going to get him a loss tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a big man. He can get... Wow, look at that.
Choke slam there from the top rope or the center rope. I couldn't see it properly there. But the damage done. Mr. Kieran Young, representing England, Coventry, England, presently on his backside. And only a 2 count. That was quite close, Mr. Steranko.
La Famiglia has been showing great teamwork throughout this match. Okay, they got each other's back. Okay, if one of them are getting pinned, you can bet the other one is right there to stop that, to break that pin. I gotta say, I got a problem with the way Malta and the way your countrymen are operating here.
Well, I could say, Mr. Steranko, Wayne Rooney said the same thing after the 2014 World Cup. And he basically insinuated that the English team should be more aggressive, more dirty, perhaps like the gentleman Juarez, who likes to bite people, and some of these individuals who play for some of these South American teams, playing proper football but not properly playing it.
Looks like the ref saw that tag. Malta's back in the ring.
And Malta with a side slam there, perfectly executed, as Malta back in the ring here in a massive clothesline, bloody thrashing Connor Matthews on his backside, and Malta in clear control of the match here.
Wow.
And looks like he got him up.
Wow.
What's he going to do there? The Alabama slammer there.
You know, an Alabama slam or a sidewalk slam from Malta, it's a little bit more harsh because you're adding another, 2-3 feet than your normal man.
Absolutely, and you saw the arm drop, the Malta with the leg drop there.
Right over the man's arms.
Unbelievable.
Breaking in half.
And Malta slamming them about upon each other.
Yeah, that's at least a 200 man landing on top of you.
And Malta in clear control here, and this is the moment that the fans here in Malta have been waiting for Malta, the damager, to get the tag, to be the legal man in the ring, and take control against these two gentlemen, and usually quite liberal use of that term there.
It's a bolo punch there. A European uppercut displayed by Malta before he put him into that suplex.
Absolutely, and Malta, you know, when you're getting suplexed by a guy who's 7 feet tall, it's a lot different from being suplexed by a guy who's 5'10" there.
Yeah, it's the difference between falling off the top of a five-story building and a 25-story building.
Absolutely. And Malta in clear control.
Both you're dead, but once you hit the ground in one scenario, you're in one piece. The other, you're all over into a tombstone here.
And ladies and gentlemen, it's not spelling well here for Mr. Matthews. And unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen, how did he get? I think Mr. Francesco, I see him outside the ring. He must have pulled him out there.
Of course he did.
The only way. The only way.
It's just called teamwork.
I mean, you know.
They're displaying great teamwork, Wesley. They're working together.
And there he is with his hands again on that title of Malta's. Absolutely disrespecting him as he just took a pinfall from Malta. As Malta conferring in the center of the ring with Mr. Kieran Young there. Trying to figure out how to approach these guys.
Well, Malta's looking outside the ring as Francesco's walking with that title.
Absolutely. Mr. Francesco disrespecting. And Mr. Matthews trying to have a go here with Malta. Malta just bloody thrashing back counter punches upon counter punches outside the ring.
Ouch. Big boot. Malta literally got down on their level. And just... Ooh.
Shades of Ric Flair there.
Wait a second.
And what's going on? Wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen.
That was Joe.
Wait a minute. Joe.
That was Joe from before.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, he's donning a Giuseppe, as it were, in the ring. What a bunch of snakes these Sicilians are. You never trust these Sicilians. Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait a second.
This is unbelievable. If you saw what happened, if you're joining us now,
wow.
This man, either he's a traitor to the Maltese people, or he's a plant from Sicily working with these guys, and you saw what happened. The injustice happening here as La Famiglia walking with the belts. Leaving the ring.
Empire State Champion, Malta.
And that was absolutely disgraceful. Mr. Steranko, that was absolutely disgraceful.
Hey, look.
Absolutely.
Look, if anything, if you should walk away with any consolation, Malta and Young got the win. But, who wins the war?
What?
You got the Sicilians and La Famiglia walking off.
Well, absolutely, but, you know, the winning of the match is one thing. But to have a gentleman come into the ring, a gentleman for the open challenge that we saw at the beginning of the match here, with you know, La Famiglia challenging this chap. They brought him in the ring, they gave him a bloody thrashing. Either he was a Maltese traitor who's traited and now he's with La Famiglia, or he was a plant from La Famiglia. Either way, it's not good and it's absolutely disgraceful. Let's see what Malta has to say.
Yeah, this should be exciting.
It's not over yet, right? If you guys think for 1 second I'm gonna let that little jobber meatball steal my belt, stick around, because there's more to come. Alfonso!
Malta with harsh words there.
See, when someone like that says something like there's more to come, you can bet there's going to be some trouble here tonight.
Absolutely, there might be a bloody war going on as we speak in the locker room there. Because, you know, Malta's not just going to, you know, he's going to go after these chaps immediately.